either from the student side or in paying the fees, or certain things are not cleared on time, we would like to know in advance whether the student has opportunity to go for the next intake that on Jan or February.
Okay, so your question is basically that student has paid for this intake, and
Yes.
the and student can't make it for this intake, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so if he and he wants to go for the next intake, so what is and automatically I didn't understand the question itself. Like, what is the problem then? It's called deferment in our
No. No.
business.
I understand, Mr. Baba. See, what I would like to know is that the student, because of some reason, is delayed for traveling this intake.
Yeah.
Because the intake is available for Jan, Feb. No, we want us to be informed a little earlier so that we can talk to the students on that regard. When you're
Okay.
getting the conditional offer letter from the student, from the institute side, actually from the university side, if we can know in advance, know whether there is an intake available for Jan, Feb. Suppose for September he is missing out the traveling time, then he wants to go for Jan and February intake. But later, after some time, we come to know that there is no intake for Jan, February. It's available only for next September.
Okay.
If we already know about
But then,
which
okay,
that
I
kind
got a
of
question. I got a question.
yeah.
It's an operational issue. So if you have a
Okay.
student who is going to abroad to a certain country, and that
Okay.
particular country, particular university do not have a February intake, that is has to be looked after only at the time of when you have come into that stage. So when you are about to take a fallback, then you
Okay.
should check, right? And you should check, and for checking, you have a branch support manager here in here, or you can have admission manager also. You check with the
Okay.
admission manager, what is the next intake? Can we move the student to the next intake? And she has to give you a confirmation whether the course is available. If you can't find the course in the search engine, you need
Okay.
to ask with the admission manager saying that, okay, can I move the student to the next intake? Is it possible that they have a course? Because
Okay.
in most of the universities, it sometimes don't says that the course is starting when is missing. So my
Okay, Mr.
suggestion
Baba.
to you is that you should contact the admission manager when this is happening, because if the student is delayed and the course is not starting, we have to there has to be a discussion, between you, admission, and visa, that how we going to tackle the this problem and what going to be the solution. So you should connect to the visa department head and the admission head and ask them for the uh, concrete conclusion on the application. If not this university, then which university, which country?
Okay. Fine, Mr. Baba.
I hope
See,
I answered the question correctly.
yeah. We have to get in touch with visa person, visa department
Yeah,
as well as
not the
admission
person. Has to be the head. It's a
head.
situation.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
situation. Tomorrow something wrong
Okay.
happens and it comes into the director operations table. We will first ask you, who did you speak to? And if you say I spoke to one of the visa executives, we will say, okay, we can't help you, because our people who are heading it, if their chances of it's their job to fix these kind of problems. So it's very important that you knock the right door,
Okay.
right? Next,
We'll
please.
talk to head of the departments.
Yeah.
There's
Just
other question.
engage them all one together. Because what happened is you are at a visa stage. Now visa says
Okay.
that it's too late. Sorry, and your student
Okay.
is like nearly about to go. Now this is a
Yeah.
time where you don't want to do any. If you have to do a flip over of a product. Now flip over of the product can only be done when the admission manager and the visa managers are involved. Admission has to get your new admission letter somewhere else in the country, because if this university not, visa manager have to understand which country we are deciding, right? So there has to be meeting between you three as a sales service together,
Fine, Mr. Baba.
right?
Next question is almost related to this same issue actually. A guy has already paid, I'm just saying, suppose a guy has already paid the tuition fees for a university. He has paid the full amount.
Hmm.
And same situation, he has not been able to process the visa on time. Mistake is on the student side, suppose.
Hmm.
And for the next intake, let's say for Jan, February, the course is not available, Mr. Baba. It's not available. The student doesn't want to waste 1 year to go for the next September intake. Student has already paid the full money, full tuition fees to the university. The question is that, can the student opt for a different program in the same university? Number one. Number two is that if there is not any program available for January, February intake for his profile, is there any possibility of the university transferring the fees to some other college in the same country where he can go and take the studies for Jan, February intake?
So you are saying student has paid the tuition fee and
Full tuition fees.
And the university says, so thank you so much, you are late now, you can't come anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. So which university, which country? Shoot, please.
This is France actually. France.
It's a France.
ISEP.
It's a French business school. You have paid full money and student. Now my question to you is that why it had happened that he pay? Okay, you have paid the full money, but while paying the money, didn't you check this thing that whether we are still in the deadline?
No, he was aware of the deadline, and there was an extension given till 18th of October.
Okay.
And now the money is paid, and with regard to the bank deposit, there was a slight delay in processing that, and it is available ready right now. But admissions department has said,
I'll make it very simple for you. You know, 18th of October was the deadline to reach France, right?
That's right. That's right.
What was the deadline given to you for the payment?
They have given a deadline to clear up everything before last Saturday. That this Monday they have to apply for the visa.
Okay, so did you pay the last Saturday fees?
No, they haven't done it, Mr. Baba.
So okay, so the root level problem is at the sales side, at the Trichy Center side. Your student should have paid by money now. If he couldn't make it payment, and if they can't make a visa on time, the commitment is broken. When the commitment is broken, my question first is that how are we going to help the student? That is a secondary issue. The primary issue is that how did this happen? To make sure that our students don't face problems in like this, the local center have to make sure that the student respect the deadline. If they can't, they should not proceed. So you have to pull them from the very first day that if you would like to have a good quality experience with Indo-European, then we suggest you that you should go for a proper planning has to be done with the student, and if it's in case he's getting late, one has to take a call. Now what happened here, I see, knowing the fact that when was the fees transfer?
It was done about a month back, Mr. Baba.
A month back you have paid the tuition fee.
Yes.
And the bank deposit means you're talking about a show money.
The show money, yeah.
Then and so you are saying the show money was not be able to arrange for the visa, right?
That's right.
Okay, and when did the show money got arranged?
It has got arranged just yesterday.
And the team said that when did you so you are 1 week late with the visa office?
No, 4 days back there was clear information from admissions department and from the visa side. If it can happen before Friday, then there is a real possibility to take the visa, or to log in for the visa. But yesterday only this guy has got it arranged, and before taking the deposit, he had called up the visa department, and the visa department has clearly said it's not possible. You'll get stuck. The university will reject after even having you processing from now on. So he's just keeping it on hold and asking for the other options, whether to go for the next intake. For the next intake, the same program is not available.
My suggestion to you and the admission department head who must be listening to this conversation, that you should again go back to the talk to the admission manager and tell her to go back again to the university, make one more exceptional request, a polite request with a certain angle, and there is a 50% chance university might say, okay, I'll give you 1 week more. Okay. But the problem is, nobody. When I solve the problem, I see what is the difference. None of the branch offices or head. You have to make an effort. an effort into the right direction will solve 50% of the problems. So if making a call to the French institution and explaining the same thing to the French institution that I have got the visa file ready in my hand, right now I'm holding it, but because you have given 18th, I would not be able to come. So I have a special request to you that let me put the file tomorrow morning, but give me at least 15 days time, right?
Okay.
And so this has to be done by the visa team, we have in Delhi, and
Okay.
I'm sure that there is a chance that university say, okay, no problem, come.
Fine, sir.
There is a high chance, not every time,
Okay.
but most of the time it works out. So connect to the visa department head and get it sorted out,
Okay.
please.
Fine, fine, Mr. Baba. Fine.
Next, please. Sorry, your question is still unanswered. So if he doesn't get admission into this
Yes.
particular university, then you would
Okay.
like to move into another university in some other state, country, and definitely this money will be transferred. Now the option is that we normally tell the university to make a transfer to the other university, which which is possible in many 50% cases, because some university says that sorry, I will not as per the law. Some says that okay, no problem. So the admission manager will has to write the visa department has to write for the refund to the other university as soon as a second admission is secured. So
Okay.
you are again so you just have to first secure the admission, and
Okay.
just asked the admission manager saying that I would like to know, please talk to the university that they need to get this money transferred to the another university where he's getting the admission. Are they okay with that? Right?
Okay.
Not like okay with that is like please can you do that? There are two different ways to say, and
Okay.
so this is how she will do it with the university.
Is it possible to, no, I'm just asking you questions related to that. Is it possible to have it transferred to a university in the same country or to another country also it's possible? Where,
Another country also something is possible.
because the student is saying, uh, if not France, no, the last option is that if you don't get it in another university, kindly send me to any country where I can go. That
Okay,
is the situation in the student right
I know.
now.
At this time, at this time, it's September, October, we get a lot of desperate students who can't go anywhere and they want to go anywhere. Um, so basically, again, I'm going to say some university says I will send the money back to student. Some
Okay.
university will say I will give the money back to the other university. It again
Okay.
depend on the university to university and how the admission manager try to break the deal.
Fine.
So
Fine, Mr. Baba, I just
it's
got it.
all on the discussion basis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next question, please.
No, I have just two questions only, Mr. Baba.
Okay. I mean, do you have any case studies or somewhere you are stuck with the students?
See,
Anything?
I have got three students right now
Hmm.
who have we have just loaded that in the visa. These three students are of age 28, 30, and 32.
Hmm.
They have finished their bachelor's. They want to go to do masters in Cyprus.
Okay.
34, sorry, 34, 32, and 30.
Okay.
There is one guy with 45. He said no. We already got the information. No, got the response from the admissions department. It's not possible. Uh, with regard to this 35, 34, can we
The
get?
45
Uh,
guy, the 45 guy, does he speak English?
he speaks good English. He has been in Dubai for
What is
about
the
7 years.
qualification? What is the qualification?
He's basically a diploma in mechanical engineering.
Diploma in mechanical. Ah.
Uh, he is specialized in safety. He has worked there in occupational safety actually.
Okay. No, if he's diploma, then we can't do anything.
Guys with degree, Mr. Baba, who are 34 years of age, want to do their masters in Cyprus. 34,
Uh, 34. UMT University is taking 35 student.
35 also.
Yeah.
And fine, then I'll um, talk to them and get this done actually. And there is one more case, Mr. Baba. There is a guy who has done his MBA from UK. Okay, he went for his bachelor's, then he stayed there and he finished his MBA also. Now this guy wants to pursue some higher studies, not PhD. Next to MBA, he doesn't want to do his doctorate. Some other thing. The primary intention is that he wants to go there and get settled. In any English-speaking country, he's a very affluent guy. He has been in UK for 4 years, finished his MBA. He wants to do something higher than MBA, any program, in any English-speaking country or European country.
So he has a UK MBA. We can get him a 1 year waiver off, and he can we can look for the 1 year waiver off in the university, and we can get him Latvia. We can if he has 1 year UK, we can also give BGTU business program. We can ask the BGTU if they can give 1 year of waive off basically. I got to Stanley.
Yes, sir.
Is this your room where a lot of voices coming?
No, nobody's speaking here. I think it's happening from some other place. Here's pin drop silence in the office.
I think okay.
Now it's stops.
Yeah.
The sound is updated. Smooth actually.
I think this will be my. Just a second. Yeah. Tell me. So basically, he can go for a transfer.
Okay.
Yeah, he can go for transfer.
And do an MBA in some other country.
It's basically. Yeah, he can go for a. He can go for yeah. So he can do a transfer program. So he can go for the 2 year master's program, where 1 year can be waived off.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 2 year master's program you're talking about the business management, Mr. Baba?
Sir, any program. I don't know what MBA has done. Depending upon what MBA you have done, it all depends on that, right? So it's again. You have to do research work. So try and find a 2 year degree for him, and ask him. I can get you 1 year transfer. If he says okay, then great.
Fine, Mr. Baba, fine.
Right.
That's all.
Anything else?
We have. Nothing else, Mr. Baba.
Okay, great. So I'll just.
Sorry, I have one more query. I'm sorry.
Please.
Can I just go ahead actually?
Yes, please.
There is a student who has walked into our office today morning.
Okay.
He's actually a B in electrical. He's 28 years of age. He himself has searched the Google and he wants to go for Politecnico Milan in Italy actually.
Okay.
And he wants to do electrical smart grid.
What?
Electrical engineering with the specialization
in smart grid actually. Electrical engineering with specialization in smart grid. There is a course offered in.
And they have this kind of course.
Yeah, we have checked it actually.
Okay.
It's there.
Okay.
Can we? If he's 28 years of age, can we process this case, Mr. Baba? He scored first class in his BE. 30. Sorry, he's 30 years of age. Sorry, he's 30 years of age.
What is the?
He's a bachelor's.
No, percentage. GPA. CGPA.
He is more than 70, Mr. Baba. 70%.
But certainly, I'll give you a formula. If you guys understand the formula, you don't have to ask anyone. What is happening? You are working on, you're not working on a skill set. You're working probably on the information coming from every day. Try to understand the education industry. You will be able to make the decision at your end only, and you don't even need the head office. Example: who is Politecnico Milano? First, read about Politecnico Milano. Politecnico Milano is a world rank university. Okay. So it's a world rank 48 and a European rank 14 university. If you have a program who has a 70% marks, nearly is to all the universities doesn't matter which university, 99% of the university will accept a student with a 70% of marks. So technically he qualifies. These are the world rank universities. In these kind of universities, like see anything which is a European rank 14 and a world rank 100, you have to understand the kind of university it is. There's a certain university like VGT. Anybody who has engineering program, I can get him in. Now, Politecnico Milano is a university which is a very known university and very quality conscious. And so, if you're applying to this kind of university, always take a backup copy. Number one.
Okay.
If you want to say, can I apply? Can I not apply? What I'm trying to work out is why Trichy office have to always ask. Why don't we get the formulas in Trichy which they can use, right? Now, those formulas are called as the education industry experience. So, example, you need to learn more about the university portfolio management. So, when you study the Politecnico Milano, you will understand it's a very high rank university, and a high rank university will always can apply. If he gets in, 70% is a decent percentage to get in Politecnico Milano. That much I can put it right away. But to make in coming months, after 1 year also, your office will be self-sustainable. How? When you tell them that please do homework also, because if you have to come for every university, so try to do trainings of the universities internally. It will really support you. It will help you a lot. So they can say that Politecnico Milano can be happening. So if let's say somebody comes to you with 59% marks, you will tell them, boss, you can't apply for Politecnico Milano. Why? Because Politecnico Milano need minimum 60% marks, and to apply, that's one thing. Second thing, knowing the fact even 60% is a very low percentage for a university like that, there is no point of applying there. So this decision, this thing which I'm saying to you, I also have read it year by year. So I even do portfolio reading even today in the night of the universities. Who are the universities? What are they giving? What are they offering? How strong they are? So more your team and you learn the portfolio management, the better business you'll grow in coming years. And it will only happen in years time. It will be, you can only see it year by year.
Fine, Mr. Baba.
So you can apply for Politecnico Milano, but always take a backup in a university like this.
Fine. Thank you, Mr. Baba. Thank you.
So if you have any other questions, you can always write in the chat window here. If you see there is a chat window where I'm writing now. So in case I'm going to go to the next office now, and then but still, if you have some questions, you can write here, and I come back to you in the end once I finish all the offices. Thank you so much, and I'll be happy to host this kind of session every week where you talk about anything in the study abroad, whether internally, externally, going abroad, admissions, visas. Most of the time, I'll definitely able to answer your questions where you always are stuck. So all your basic problems, your basic challenges in the offices, what kind of problems you're facing with the students, this is the right time. Every Tuesday we'll have it, and you can talk to me one-to-one. Okay, so I'm gonna now mute you now here, and I will be unmuting the Hyderabad branch where I can see Hyderabad 03. Okay, and do we have someone else in Hyderabad? Okay, no, we have Ratnam here as well. Okay, so hi, is it Rajesh on the line? Hyderabad 03, you can speak. Okay, anybody in Hyderabad does have a mic to speak? Hi Rajesh, you can speak.
Hello.
Hi Rajesh, yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hello.
Rajesh, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Dipinderji.
Hi Raj.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Please. So, is it okay? Do you want me to unmute everyone, or just you will be okay?
Yeah, we're okay. Yeah,
Okay.
we're okay.
Super.
Everybody is mute.
Okay. Great. So tell me, how can I help you? I mean, you can ask anything, anything.
Nothing as such, but no, we have one thing. The education fair. You remember we've discussed about that inviting universities to Hyderabad office.
Yeah.
So is anything confirmed? Should we do
Yeah,
some
we
groundwork?
now actually, so I was actually in Europe for 20 days. I was doing a lot of tie-up with different universities. We have a lot now. We have a few US universities also in the pipeline, for Canada as well. So now this week, because I just came back on first, and then we have these holidays. So yesterday was the first working day for me. So now the what are we going to do is we're going to be releasing those universities. We need at least a week time, but I tell you what, there are certain activities which we're going to be doing. One thing is that TUT Estonia is coming. So I have a meeting with them today in the evening also about the plans and everything. So we want to do education fair. Now my concern here is that the dates. So as per you, early January will be okay.
January will be too late, definitely, because by the time we go to these educational institutions
Yeah.
by December, all students would be left by that time.
Okay, super. So basically, okay, there are
Anything before
two times.
Christmas?
There are two timings. Now,
Yeah,
let me educate you on this also. Education fair has to happen two ways. One has to be in November end or December early. Okay, this is where you
yeah,
see QS and all these education fair happening up because the students would
true,
like
true.
to apply, in advance. And there are a lot of
Yeah,
universities like Sweden have deadlines. So what we can do is we can either we start. It's 10th of October now. Either to we
yeah,
do a small fair. Let's say when I say small, I can do with 10 universities at least, um,
yeah.
where we invite the universities and we do it in the early December, right? So my
Okay.
question is for okay, just a second. I believe yeah. So my question will be just hold for a second. Uh,
Yeah.
I believe that all of you, I'm focusing right now on the verbal session. So I'll come each office by office, and it would be nice if you can just hold your questions because otherwise I will not be able to answer all the questions. So yeah, so if you just hold a chat window. Yeah. So Rajesh, the let's do the uh, let's can we just keep this marketing part out of this thing, because I can do it with you right away. I am onto it,
Sure, sure.
but
Yeah, yeah.
let's do this differently because there are a lot of councils here who have nothing to do with the marketing, and we will keep talking, and we will just wasting their time. So let's do
Okay.
one thing. We are doing it, and after this conversation, I come back to you today. Arpita is already taking the notes, and we will be discussing
It
the
would be
dates.
great if you could accommodate few German universities also. Maybe that
We
would.
will try. We'll try our best, definitely, this time, and we will have a good mix. We not only have Latvian, Lithuanian, we'll have a mix of them. And let me just talk marketing out of this because this session is about problems that people have. Their student, their case studies, their offices, their what to do, where to
Okay.
go, whose door to knock. All these things. So
Yeah.
it's about that. So tell me, ask me anything you have
So
in particular about the
we
case studies. Any cases you're like Mr. Dr. Stanley was talking about. I have a student who has paid the fees. Something, some help you need that side in any of the.
we have only one case, Dipinderji, Mr. William Moses. I think
Okay.
the process is going on.
Yeah.
So we just need your push so that the bachelor program for Latvia,
Okay. Okay. What happened?
William
What is the
Moses.
problem?
We're just waiting for the uh, process to start. I
No.
think as per the Arpita's communication and uh, Sunil, we presume that the process is on.
No. My question is like where are we stuck? I mean, what is the problem? Who's stopping him? What is happening?
University is trying to submit the file at
Okay, I got
Latvian
it. I
embassy,
got it.
which has
I got
not
that
been
part.
accepted.
Dogapils. I know. Okay. Dogapil student. Yeah. The university. But do you know
A
why it's
small
happening?
help will
But did somebody told you that why is this happening?
We are in constant touch with Mr. Sunil and Arpita.
Yeah. But did
So
Mr.
there
Sunil
are some minor
explain?
issues.
Yeah. Did Sunil explain to you why this is happening? This is not why this problem is happening. Did he give you the root cause?
Yeah, we what we understand is the university is trying, but Latvian embassy is not accepting.
No. No. My
So they're
question is
retrying it
no.
again.
No.
And there is,
Okay. So this is what he has told you.
yeah,
Okay. I'm sure. Let me have a look around. I'm sure. So he never told you anything other than this, like that the whole root cause, that why is actually happening. He said that they are trying and that's it. So that you don't know anything else. This is the last thing you know.
No, there is a new team there in the university
Yeah.
who has no idea on the process,
Yes,
and they're
that's I
trying
wanted to
it.
hear. That's what I wanted to hear. So basically, what happened is I have trained my team in such a way that always give the root cause. If we don't give the root cause to the client and to the branch office, we will always be not on the same page, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, let's say tomorrow we do analysis and we get to know that so this way you understand where the problem is. Otherwise what happen, you will keep putting that something is happening in the head office only. So this is very
Yeah.
important. Always try to get a root cause why the university. Now it's not something new we are doing. So when you say there's a new team, yes, it is right. There's a brand new team. The girl doesn't know how to work. We are trying to push her up. We are trying to explain her up, and that is what is eating our head. So it's not us, it's not the system, it's not the process, it's the person with sitting on that chair doesn't know what to do. Okay, and this is the reason why I have to display it. It should be very much in detail explained to you so that you don't come to a conclusion very quickly that okay, this is not happening, this is not happening. What is happening is I see a lot of times, 80% time, I get complaints, but nobody is trying to explain each other. What is the problem? What I'm doing? How I'm doing? How it's going to be done? So always try to ask for the root cause. Okay, if not working, then why it's not working? So then you will be able to also understand the student that boss, see, this is the problem. And I have got my personal feedback for so many people that say, you know what, you tell us something in detail and we're okay with that. Fine. Things happen, problem comes in, okay. But we need to know the real detail. So this is the problem we're still trying. We are explaining the lady how to work. We have sent the file again. I think he sent it up. So we'll be waiting for the answer. And I think he's working very hard on that application. So there's nothing much at the moment we can do, but definitely we'll ask to him to follow up again. So try to have a follow up again as well. Anything else you have? Any case studies you have?
Uh, that's it, Deepin. There's three couple of cases we have, like Omer for Toreba,
Hmm.
and it's all been, we are in touch with the visa department, so
Super.
there is a clarity. The admission department as well.
Okay, great. Fine. So, I mean, if you don't have any case like that, so then I'll move up to the next office and then we take it from there. Great. So, in case if you have some questions coming up, you can always write it up here downstairs. Fine, Rajesh. And after this conversation, we come back to you, on the marketing thing for sure today itself. Fine. Let's put up the dates together and announce the fair. Okay, Rajesh. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's jump to the Pune, and in Pune we have okay. So who's gonna speak from Pune? I can't see Mr. Swami here, but I can see. Yeah, I can see Swamiji. Okay. Swamiji, how are you? Swamiji, can you hear me? Yukti, can you hear me? Swamiji.
हेलो
Yeah, yeah.
या
Hi, sir. How are you?
अभी आवाज आ रही
Bilkul, sir. Very clear.
वेरी फाइन सर थैंक यू
Thank you, thank you. Please. So, tell me, sir, any, I hope by now you understand what I'm trying to do in this session, basically helping in the basic problems, the case studies. So you have something to discuss about, any cases, anything internally, some process, some
वी हैव
delays.
सम क्वेश्चन
So,
वी हैव
yeah, please tell me. Please tell me.
हेलो
Yes, please.
Mr. Baba, there is a student again because you were talking about Politica di Milano.
Yeah.
So उसका फर्स्ट चॉइस वो है बट ही इज having very less percentage, 55. So we are not guaranteeing him that admission about that, but he is willing for the other universities. So that's what we are enrolling him for
Okay. Okay.
electronics and telecommunication.
Okay.
So is it fine?
I'm
And
gonna
एक दो
put it this
कोई
way.
अगर हमारी ऐसी
Okay, let me put this way. Uh, so there is one thing which can backfire you. Number one. So if student has 55% marks and Polytechnic Milano entry requirement is 60%, if you are taking a backup also, and
yeah
because you are thinking that if I don't give him Polytechnic Milano, he might go to some other agent, right? So you want to give him Polytechnic Milano, plus you want to give him
yeah
something else. That is fine. That is all okay. But always make sure that this other thing also should be something he actually qualify for. Otherwise, end of the
yeah
day, he will not get admission. So we all know that admission in overseas universities come on a different packages. So one where you
yeah
can surely get admission, one you have to compete. So Polytechnic Milano,
we are giving we are assuring him of all our partner universities that is from RTU.
yeah, give him no. Try to push the admission for RTU to VGTU now. Our focus, I would
Yeah,
like to announce this very publicly now. Try to push as
yeah,
many as numbers from RTU to VGTU because RTU has
okay,
gone down very big time in the quality, right? So
okay,
I had a very long meeting with the RTU management, and I can
yeah,
tell you one thing very clearly: within the this year by September, the market going to be collapsed. I'm again repeating, the
okay,
market going to be collapsed, the negative word going to
uh,
be out, and you will have
uh,
no choice because you'll be late. Try to push VGTU, our exclusive partner university in India, more. It's a quality
okay,
university. It has
okay,
better students. It has better programs, and it has, of course, it is a bit expensive. But you need to tell people that if you want a good quality, don't look at 500 euros. And students are
okay,
happy to pay 500 euros, but the problem is that they say the counselors don't tell us. So always try to push VGTU first as compared to RTU. We are announcing a step back on RTU today, right?
okay,
Yeah, and then
okay, and
we'll be also it will also be no more exclusive partner for us, and VGTU is an exclusive partner from 2015 onwards, 1st November, which means that our loyalty and dedication will go toward the VGTU, not because only it's an exclusive partner, but also it's a better university. It has a better tie-up, and they send everybody in Erasmus every year. They have a lot of money, so I will be doing a lot of seminars on VGTU now, individual seminars where I'll talk about the VGTU and the machinery, and they have got the VGTU has a very different infrastructure as compared to any other university. So in Baltic
okay,
countries, Tallinn University Technology is number one and VGTU is number two. KTU,
okay,
Kaunas Technical University, and RTU is number three and four.
okay, okay.
Yeah, so this is the.
Mr. Baba, can we find some university which is having satellite engineering or space tech engineering?
Sir, we can. The only question is that if you want space engineering, Ukraine is one country, Russia is another country, right? In Russia,
Okay.
we can give this a program very easily. In fact, we have a
Uh,
university also where we are looking to work on. Are you talking about master? Or are you talking about bachelor?
masters.
Masters. We can give space engineering also in Near East University. You can just check out the Near East University in North Cyprus. I think they also have it. Russia, I can give you. Anything in
Okay.
European Union, we can give as well. I mean, if student is good, then aerospace is there also in. I think in Warsaw University Technology. I think they also have it.
Okay. Okay. Now see, he has got only this less percentage in final year B
Okay.
aggregate, and otherwise his percentage was quite good in SSC as well as HSC, 80% and 65%. So this was the scenario, but I think we are enrolling him, and he will be willing to go to
No,
VGTU
no,
for
no.
September.
Come again. What is this? What he want to study? Bachelor, masters. What
Masters.
is the bachelor education? Only that much I don't know. What is the bachelor percentage?
Uh, Electronic and telecommunication.
Sir, percentage GPA.
55. Yeah, 55.
And he wants to go to VGTU.
Yeah.
No problem. Get him at January intake.
No.
The program is not available in January.
It was
Masters.
all the programs VGTU. I have already informed you. If you see there is an emailer have been circulated, please read the emailer. It has already been
Yes, I
circulated.
have.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
but in that email, telecommunication is not written.
I specifically told the lady who actually sent Narinda to make sure that all programs are written. Strange.
No, he will. This boy will be too happy to go for
January.
January intake, Mr. Baba.
Yeah.
It's okay. And
Arpita, can you note
he,
that this has not been written, whereas I have specifically marked that please re-add those program, and she still didn't do it. I mean, let's discuss. I apologize if this. I don't know if the program is there or not, but let me just check it out. I have specifically said the program telecommunication is available for January intake. So deal is this way. We asked VGTU to open all the programs at the master's level, and we
okay.
told them that in case they don't get 6 students across the world on the program, they will not start the program. That's for sure. Which means that
That,
we will,
that
whatever I'm saying now, it's very important for everyone who's listening to this conversation. That so what
yeah.
we're gonna do is we'll make the VGTU for a program. All the program masters available. Student will start application. Everything's done. The application fee should not be paid to the university because otherwise they will lose it. So they pay to us and we keep it handy. And in case at the time of the visa, we see that they don't have enough students, we will move these students from VGTU to RTU. Now, I am talking about changing a country and the university, but that is that's not going to be a big problem. But as I said, when we move the entire India traffic towards VGTU, we are expecting all courses at the master
Yeah.
level to be starting in the month of January, February. So please push the courses. Okay. But in case something goes
Sure,
wrong,
sure,
we
sure.
have those programs backup. So we have a telecommunication in RTU. We'll switch it over from there to there. And
Okay.
this is how we're going to do. And this all has to be done. Switching over has to be done by maximum 15th of November because then we will give the time for the AIC also, right? So you can always
No,
push the master programs.
this student is enrolling just now. Means he is sitting out,
Okay,
and we are talking to you now.
sure,
He is
sure,
just paying the fee.
sure, no problem, no problem. So VGTU, telecommunication, he can apply. Any other questions you have?
Yes, no.
I lost you somehow. Hello? Swamiji, I can't hear you. Yeah, yeah.
No, right now, no other questions, Mr. Baba.
Any case studies you are facing problem? Any student shortlisting? If you can help you.
No, no, right now, no. We are able to resolve most of the queries.
Great, great.
And
So
with our talk, with our queries with session with Arpita, we are able to resolve.
great, great, super. I think because we are in fact planning to do this kind of session on every Tuesday, so where I will be engaging
Yeah.
where I would like to understand where is your business stuck. So if your branch is stuck in certain
Uh-huh.
things where like this is not
Yes.
happening and that is not happening, should I give it to this or that? I think let's keep it on every Tuesday this way because you will be able to understand Trichy and Hyderabad also talking about things where they are stacking up, and it will also help every branch by branch which door they have to knock. I'm sure within a month's time there'll be a lot of improvement in the local center also.
Okay. Okay. Now, as you asked about the business is struck up, that is what I find, Mr. Baba, is only because of the leads. I had sent a mail
I know. I am will be
Mr.
I'll
Boda
be
because
definitely
these
giving you a call on
Google
this.
leads are not coming.
True. I got a point. I already have done the homework. I'm so sorry. It was a bit. It's still again a month delayed from our side, but I will not. It is on my top priority right now. I'm going to the office now, and I'll be working on the only this thing by today evening. So maximum today evening, we'll have everything, right? So you have your complete plan of action by today evening for the leads, and tomorrow, if you say me yes, we will be going it live on that one,
Sure, sure, sure.
right? Okay. So
Yeah.
okay, just a second. Yeah. Okay. Okay, some of you can tell your colleagues in the office that somehow my technical team has given me only a 26 people room. So there are a lot of people who are waiting to attend my session, but they can't because this has gone up. It's full. So maybe they cannot.
Okay.
So some of you can actually tell them that you can use your computers, you can use your laptops or something. Otherwise, I cannot host more people. It's only maximum limit of 26 is already there in the room. So next time we'll make sure we
I will
have.
ask two of my colleagues to log off because I am there here.
Okay, super sir. That will really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thanks. So I'll gonna be moving to the next office then. Here we go. Okay, let's go. Do we have Sabir here? Okay, I can't see. Sabir, if you are here, you need to type here your ID because I can't see. Okay, no. Sabir, if you're listening to me, then you need to just type in the chat window here so I can know which name you're logged in with because I can't see your name on my list. Okay, moving out of just a second. Okay, so I can't find Sabir, so maybe Apita, you can connect with the Sabir and see if he wants to come up later on. I'm moving to the next branch. Okay, so we move to Chandigarh now, and let's see what they have. Okay, let me see who's there from Chandigarh. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, hi. Yeah, who's this from Chandigarh?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Good afternoon, sir. Mandeep this side.
Yeah, Mandeep, how are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. So please ask me if you have questions.
So Kusum has one query actually. She has a student who is 17 years old. So she wanted to actually confirm that is there any age, requirement that student should be 18 years old to apply for bachelor level?
Okay, see, the thing is, when we say 17 years old students going abroad, there are many countries and many universities have got a certain guidelines. Some universities
Okay.
accept them, some don't. The reason is under 18 students have a guardianship. Now, it's a very case-to-case basis, depending upon what product you are buying, the dynamic will change accordingly. So, example, if you apply for Latvia, 17-year students who at the age of application is only 3 months away from 18, okay, fine, we can manage, we can talk to university. By the time he come, he will be 18. But if somebody who is 9 months or 10 months away from 18, going to be a troublemaker. Something happens, not the university, the international office employee who has given the guardianship, it will be in a problem. If he run away, the police will come and talk to him. If something happened, God forbid, something happened to the child, he will be in a problem. So it's very important that we need understand. So please tell me, just a second, which particular uh, you're talking about, which particular university you're talking about, and then I can tell you more about.
Actually, a student has done his 12th in 2015 with 70%. He is looking at France.
He's looking at France, doing a bachelor
Yes,
program.
sir.
In what?
Yes.
In what?
In IT.
In IT. The question is first we have to find a program for him in bachelor in IT, right? So okay, and then the
Yes.
tuition fee going to be 8,000 euros, which means that he has to show uh, he has to pay first year of tuition fee, and he has to show 3 years of living expenses, and that to invite. Does
Okay.
Counselor Kusum knows that 8 threes are 24,000 euros. 24,000 euros in white money plus the first year tuition fee payment. If the student can show this much, okay, then it make a sense. Otherwise, this doesn't make any sense. So
Okay, sir. We'll speak to the student.
so student says he can show this much of money.
Okay, sir.
No, that's a question. It was a question. The student said that he can show this much of money. So you need to do a check on the student profiling whether he has this much of money
Okay.
or not, because we get a lot of complaints about the counselors, but sometimes saying that, oh, your counselor never told me this thing at the visa stage. So if you are picking an application, anyone, it's very important that you understand that you have got complete information about your program or product you're selling it. Because if you get in the admission letter of the France, but if he doesn't have 24,000 white money to pay the show money and the first year tuition fee, it's going to be a bad application.
Okay, sir.
If you say yes, he can, then we will talk to university, and you can talk to the branch support manager, and she will be able to help you out with the this process. She will, once you say okay, he is able to start it. She will find the program for you. She will help to find the program for you, and then this student, they will also, before after finding the program, they will check with the university also that if whether they will accept the student within 17 years old or not, and she will also inform the international office that the student is only 3 months away from the 18. There might be a chance, yes, there might be a chance, no. But otherwise, student can go for a program in Netherlands. If he have an IELTS, if he doesn't have an IELTS, but he speaks good English, we can also talk about Latvia. But as I said, Latvia, I always do a personal check with the student. And if you go to the branch manager, she'll be able to assign a meeting with me and we can check it out. So we are happy to help you, but give us the alternatives. No?
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Anything else you want to ask? Any other applications or anything else which your branch is stuck at in day-to-day business?
Nothing, sir.
Wow. So from your point of view, the whole branch is all sorted. All students, all answers, all we have everything sorted. There is no problem with the
Yes,
head
sir.
office. No application processing problem. No, so everything is like full, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. The okay, but this is the and okay. Then any other question, or should I just move to the other branch?
No, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Okay, so let's go towards the Khanna, and do we have somebody from Khanna branch here? If yes, please put your name because I can't see anyone's name. I really appreciate next time if you need to log in, if you just log in with your names, real names, it will be easy for me to pick up. Okay. So I can't see. No, I can't see anyone. So, Arpita, do we have someone from the Khanna branch or Trishur? Where is Arpita? No one from Khanna branch is there. Okay. Sabir is there. Sabir is. No, I can't find Sabir with its name. There is nobody with this name in the. Okay. I can't find Sabir with this in this room, so I have to skip him now. And if he's still there, he has to write on chat window, but he's not writing, so I can't see his name. So if you can just tell him to write in chat window. Okay, can I just go to Delhi now? So I have in Delhi, I have. Okay, we have Mona here. Okay, yeah, and we have. Okay, so Delhi, do we have questions, please? Delhi, Mona Dayal is there. Yes, Mona. Yes, Mona. Please.
Yeah,
You
so
can.
we are getting queries. Yeah, so we are getting queries for Portugal these days.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to know if somebody wants to go for bachelor's and master's program in management, so which university we can suggest in Portugal?
Okay, so we have just tied up with one university.
Mhm.
I can give you this university right away, right now. And
Right, so
the deal is that this university is charging approximately 6 to 7,000 euros for a student without IELTS. Now, this university I'm sending to everyone. We will be working with this university now this year. The deal was that they do not have intake in January, but what they're going to make is they're going to make it a foundation intake in combination with the main programs, right? Now, the main
okay,
programs are start in September. A free combination, a free combo offer, like so, foundation program will be given to all the students free of cost from February, just to pull the February on, right? So just to make
okay,
sure that we
okay.
have every intake. Uh, so
Mm-hmm.
this university, new university in Portugal, new partner. Just a second, I'll just do it right away.
Right, so
Okay, this has been information. So we have just new partner university in Portugal. So
okay.
you can see this again. Um, as I said, we have decided with the university that they will be starting the program or foundation. It will call as pre-bachelor's and a pre-master semester, and this will be
Mm-hmm.
starting from January, February intake. I have already a discussion happening this week with the university, and we will roll out the offer of the student.
Okay,
Promotional offer will be rolled out by Friday maximum, so you all can have a
right,
look
so
in that. And for medical, we already have one program. So for medical, we have one, and for
yes, CESPO, we
yeah,
have
our
CESPO, right.
university is private university and it will be expensive than the government university, but the government universities do not work in February intake, and they also have. So we are working on Portugal more programs, but just to start with
Okay.
something, I've given you now one university. The tuition fee, the masters is around 8,000, I suppose. At the bachelor's around 6,000. You can go to the website, you can check everything out,
Mm-hmm.
and we will start working on this, and then we can understand the whole process.
And sir, is IELTS required in Portugal
No, no, no,
or like not even for the visa success?
no.
IELTS is not a major
IELTS is
requirement.
not required, but English is
Okay.
required.
English,
Of
okay,
course,
it's
any
required.
Schengen
And
country,
what,
English is required.
so students say that it's a very good country for permanent residency also. Is that so? I mean, I'm not too sure about it.
Yes, you can. I
People
mean,
prefer
you
Portugal
can
even
get
for
the.
PR.
We will do the checks on that as well. Yes, if you can get a
Mm-hmm.
work permit easily, you can actually once you have a
Mm-hmm.
work permit, you can stay back also, and you can apply for your
Okay.
PR. Also, and it's more or less same rules. You the pure PR will get into Europe not less than 5 to 6 years. This is the PR status
Which
in European
includes
Union.
educational years as well, like study period
Yeah, again,
or
depend upon country to country. I can't
depend.
give one
Okay.
single answer. It all depends upon
Okay.
country.
Okay.
So if you
And so, if you can suggest some university in Spain as well, some
Spain, I can
students
give
are
you
coming
university
to
also, but the
Spain.
only concern is that the Spanish embassy will not is very difficult to give the visas. If you're still okay with that
Okay,
part,
okay,
okay,
okay.
fine, let's do it. Because the student says I want to go to Spain only, and we are losing the business because
Mm-hmm.
of this.
Yeah,
Then I can assure you, like I have just given you the email of Portugal. I'll give you the email
yeah.
from
At least
Spain.
to add, yeah, some
Yeah,
points in counseling, we can say
yeah.
something.
We'll
All right.
we'll give you the Spain also within this week.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. No problem, sir.
Any case studies? Um, Anybody in your office?
Case studies.
See, this
So
session
we
is
have one student from Sri
all
Lanka
about
actually.
your stuck up of your businesses, your jobs. So if you're stuck up in the getting the business for your branch and you don't know what to do and how to do things, the session is about that. That's what we're mentoring.
All right.
I don't want to
All
have a
right.
complaint thing. I want to know people saying that, okay, like Dr. Stanley did and asked a very good questions to me. Okay, what should I do with this kind of guy? That was the questions which was, very where they're stuck, where the branch stucks up, that, okay, we have business, but we cannot get into the account just because they're stuck. So I'm expecting people to ask me next session, next week, questions about where they are stuck. So I'm giving a benefit of doubt to people, who are not asking any questions, that they don't even have anything, or they didn't understand probably what kind of a session I'm trying to host. So my objective is to help every branch by branch in their day-to-day business. So you can ask me a question like, I have a student, he has BMA and he doesn't have an IELTS. So I'm trying to understand where should I get him in. Or you say, okay, I have a student who we have enrolled already. Student got the admission letter. He hasn't paid the fees yet. Can he pay it now? What will happen if he paid now? So all kind of hiccups which you have in the branches where you want an extra clean support or a very detailed preview about the business. That is what this hour is all about. So anybody who's connected to the whole hour or 2 hours, it doesn't matter until unless I finish my all my offices. I will not put it off. So which means that everybody who's listening to each other will get a lot of knowledge. How to crack the business in day-to-day life. So if you have some
So
questions,
Pamela has a student from Sri Lanka.
okay.
He has done his class 12th from Sri Lanka. He has a Sri Lankan student.
Okay.
So can we give the option of Latvia to him because his budget is a little low?
Okay.
And
So
he has another friend who is in Singapore.
okay.
So
Yeah.
we can
Now,
handle Sri Lanka.
yeah, this is the kind of question I'm looking at. Some those questions who not everybody can answer you. Let's go one by one. You have a student who's from Sri Lanka. Is he in Sri
Yeah.
Lanka? Is he in India?
He is in Sri Lanka, Sri Lankan student with the Sri Lankan
Yeah, the
nationality.
reason why I asked you this
Qualification
question is
is
in South
class
India,
12.
there are a lot of Sri Lankans with the Sri Lankan background, but on a refugee status. That's the reason why I asked you. Okay, now I will come back to your
Okay.
answer. The Sri Lankan passport holder living in Sri Lanka can apply for Latvia, no problem. We will do a small Skype
Okay.
interview. You can take the application. To take the application, you need the money from the student. To take the money, you go to the accounts department and you ask for an international invoice. What is the international invoice?
Alright.
You have to put a SWIFT code in the existing invoice and then it becomes the international invoice. Our accounts department knows this very well. So if you go and ask for the
Okay.
pre-invoicing where you have a international invoice, you will ask and you will give it to the student. He'll pay the money to us, and the application
Okay.
fee he can pay directly to the university also. So then we
Okay.
will do the his Skype interview. The Skype interview, you check him already. If he can speak good English, you ask him to go to this country. If he don't speak good English, you will say no, we will not do this country. Now in Sri Lanka, there are two things you have to check out. Number one is the academic requirement. Number two is going to be the English requirement. In the academic requirement, they need to have A level. Okay,
A level.
O level is 10th, A level is 12th. A level 3 pass.
Okay.
3 pass is basically 3 subject pass. Basically, they have to have. So if you have
Okay.
three subject pass, okay. If you don't have three, it is a fail. Okay, they also have 2 passes. They also have 3 passes. 3 passes means 3 subject passes. So you need to pass in 3 at
Okay.
least. So if you have 3 pass,
Okay.
if you ask the Sunil Rai, I mean he has the documentation of the students who for whom we have done the
Right.
Sri
Right.
Lankan visas. He can also show you how this A level look like, how the S3 passes look like. Okay,
We
and
have
then
received the mark sheet of the student actually. We've
yeah, but
asked
then
for
I'm
it,
trying
so
to
we have the
educate you.
document.
Yeah, I'm trying to educate you so that you don't have problem
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to
Because
educate
we were
everyone in
not
the
able
room.
to.
So if they have in South India,
Yeah.
this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do, make sure that this is the reason of sitting down in this room. So then you go and you apply for the his application. There will be a Skype interview. Move the application toward the uh, not the RTU but the other universities. But if you don't have a other university, then of course RTU, no problem. As I said before, also. Now you can
Alright.
actually just a second.
So can you repeat one thing? You said O level and A level something
O
because
is
I
10th,
could not
A is
get it.
12th.
O is 10 and A is 12. Okay.
You can take how it look like from the Sunil. He can show you around. The next level, the next is the so once the students speak, and you will check if the students speak English or not. If you don't speak English, do not accept the application. We have got a lot of complaints also from the university this year that the applications are coming from our office which you can't speak English, and then they have been interviewed and
Right,
they have to
right,
throw it
right.
back. So we consider that the branch manager are responsible for those things. Why is this happening? So you actually check it out.
Okay.
If it doesn't work, give him North Cyprus. From North Cyprus, he can go to English level courses and then move on. But if he speaks English, let him interviewed. Before making
Right.
interview, before charging the client, make sure you have done the homework. He qualify academically, take a pre-approval from the university, so that the guy
Right.
doesn't have to lose his money sending to us, and then we say, oh, sorry, we can't get you the admission. A lot of time
Right,
this
sir. Right.
happens. Yeah, and carry
Okay.
on. And then he applied the visa in the Sri Lanka. It will take 2 months to get the visa. He should start like now. There is a handwritten personal interview test which they have to give in Sri Lanka for the admission also. But
Okay.
because that test has already gone in the first week of October, it will be done on the Skype mode,
Okay. Okay.
right?
So he doesn't need to come to India for anything. I
No,
mean, everything can be
there's
done.
the honorary consulate of Latvia
Okay.
in Sri Lanka which do the visas, and visas are coming, no problem if the person speaks
Okay.
English.
Thank you so much. Answer.
And you have
Okay.
Singapore case also.
Yeah, we have his friend. Actually, there are two students which Pamela has. One is in Singapore, and that Singapore student introduced Sri Lankan student to us.
Okay, so now
They
what you
both
do is
want
that
to
you
register.
contact the visa department and ask them to talk to the
Yeah.
Puriba University, which particular embassy will cover Singapore. 99%, I am sure it is going to be China.
So that student who's in Singapore, he is an Indian living in Singapore on student visa.
Yeah, so if he's an Indian, then he
He
will
will
have
come
to.
to India.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Is a bachelor, masters he want to go for.
He is looking for bachelor's program.
Then ask him to apply right away. And then he come to India only when he has supposed to be interviewed.
Yeah. Actually, he's pursuing some diploma program in Singapore, and his visa is expiring within 2-3 months, and then he'll come to India. But
Yeah, but in two
we have
three months
asked
then
him
he
to
will be
start the
gone. For two
procedure.
three months he'll be gone. He will not go
Yeah,
to
I
January
know.
intake.
I've already told him. I've
Don't
already told him that you have
yeah.
to start the
It's
process
a suggestion to
immediately.
everyone that when you have leads like this, please do forecasting calculation. This is the biggest challenge we
Yeah,
see. So you have to do forecasting calculation that this guy cannot go in January intake. He'll go then next intake, which is September, unless he's ready to come down now. At least come down now, make the application or make the application with us now, and rest all he can give it to us, and we can follow it up.
Thanks, sir. That will follow. We already received the documents. We'll quickly register them.
Is there anybody else in your office? Like you have so many people working in your office. Is there nobody who's have any
Yeah.
questions?
Let me check, sir.
But then I expect the numbers from you guys, because then if you're not asking the question, which means that everything is fine, all is set. So it means that numbers should be coming up. Then that's where
Yeah,
I'm
hello.
gonna. Yeah, Suchi.
I
Hello.
think Suchi
Yeah,
has a question.
sir, Shweta is a student from Sudan.
Sudan, okay.
Yeah, so regarding this student, he is having 56% in his 12th standard
Hmm.
and he wants to go for a bachelor's and
Hmm.
wants a scholarship also. So regarding his visa also, what problems like we can face and from where
Which
he have to
country?
go?
Which country? Where you want to go?
He wants to go to Latvia.
Okay, Sudan comes in an African country. The Indian embassy,
Yeah.
the Latin embassy in India do not cover the Africa. Okay, it has been already been announced back to back so many times by the visa department that we do not Indian Latin embassy will not accept. He has to apply in Turkey, or he has to apply in Egypt. Ask the visa department to talk.
Turkey or Egypt or any other
Now,
European
now,
countries you
listen,
can tell.
listen, listen. It's a very critical thing.
Mhm.
Always listen to this thing. You have to go to the visa department office and you have to ask him that I have a student from Sudan and which embassy he has to apply, either in Turkey or either in Egypt. 99%, I'm sure
Okay,
it's going to
Turkey
be
or
Egypt.
Egypt.
But because Egypt
Okay.
has Egypt, now depending upon does Sudanese passport get Egyptian visa easily or not, or they don't
Hmm.
require a visa. Africa is a big continent, so within
Okay.
there are different protocols. So
Hmm.
every protocol has to be good. So you have to go in an operational mood. So you go there, you talk to this guy, you talk to the visa head. He has to talk to the university that I have Sudanese passport. And what happened? What I've been told, he said all these counselors keep asking for Sudanese and this Africans, but they don't give us the application. This is also a feedback which I got that across India they asked, we have a Bangladeshi student for Latvia, we have this student for Latvia, we have an African student for Latvia, but none of the
Hmm.
application is materialized. Why is this happening? That is a very important question, because either you guys lose them up in somewhere or something, because this is the feedback which I got from the visa department. In case you want more details, you can contact the visa head directly and you can ask about these things. But about your student from Sudanese, so you have to, it most likely it will be Egypt. He has to go.
Okay.
So once your student is ready to enroll, at that given point of time, you can do this homework with him. Before that, there's even not even point doing it, So it's just like he will go to the university, or he can actually write an email to university, to Tariba University, and get the answer. Or you can also write to the student, to the university as well.
Fine, sir.
I hope the question was clear. So he can apply.
Yeah, yes, sir.
He can apply. The only thing is that
Either through Turkey or Egypt.
yeah, and I'm keeping in mind that student has got a genuine documents, and AIC will come positive. I mean, who knows? These are from Africa. There's so many fraud document also comes in.
So we've asked the student for the documents, so we will check and then.
There's nothing much you can check
Yeah.
actually. There's nothing much you can check, to be honest to you, because this is the AIC who want to check. So if you ask the client very clearly, everything is genuine. Yes, okay, fine. Let's proceed.
Student will say it's genuine.
Yeah, I mean, if he says genuine, fine. I mean, if tomorrow he does the application fee, none of our concern. You can't do anything. You can't do any checks out here. How do you know how to check African documents?
Document is genuine. Not.
Yeah, none of us is trained on African documents. Huh? So basically, we just simply send to the university. University send to the AIC office, and they check it. Any other questions you have?
Just a second, sir. Yeah. Fine. So Shweta has one more question. For the leads that she's getting, she's saying that if I'm giving the student is asking for a European country, Schengen country, and I'm forcing the student for in Cyprus as a backup option because of English and other reasons, then the student is not getting converted.
Wait a minute.
Hello?
Come again, once again.
Yeah, the student is asking for a not a very good profile, but you want to come here and speak. Student is not having a not that good a profile because of academics or maybe because of English, but they want a Schengen country. And if we are forcing him for a Northern Cyprus as a backup option or a last option, then the student is not getting enrolled, he's backing out. So that is also a reason for all the students not getting converted. Many of the students not getting converted because we are giving him Northern Cyprus.
Okay. So
any Europe country, any Schengen country, give me, but don't give me Northern Cyprus.
Okay. So
Means day before yesterday, also this week, we have kind of lost 3 students because of this thing.
Okay.
English was not good at all.
We'll give them Poland. We'll give them the Poland, and
but again, so English interview again.
Yeah, we can't do anything. No? They have to get a refusal, and once they get a refusal and they get demoralized, they will be the model will go down, and then we'll push them the North Cyprus. That okay, now you go to North Cyprus, because as we have discussed, people who can't speak English, they have big plans, but then we don't do it, somebody else gonna do it. Right?
But in that case, as a manager, I have to then give her a green signal, then take the case for Latvia. If the English is not good, then again, if the percentage is also not good, then take the case for Latvia. Obviously, if the student will be getting the rejection, then obviously we can force him for Cyprus.
But then you cannot take it for Latvia. No. Those embassies where we have you can take it for Poland, take it for Hungary.
Then we can take it for Poland.
Poland or Hungary can take it, but any embassy where we have an endorsement, impossible. If we will not let him go to the embassy in table also.
Latvia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Latvia, Lithuania, if somebody is going through a partner university, it's impossible that we will be applying for the application because it's not going to work. No. Poland is fine.
So
Hungary is okay.
For Poland or Hungary?
Yeah. There are a lot of colleges we can give it to you. They can actually get and apply there.
And that will be really a good help because we are losing students because of that. Because Latvia students, we are then forcing to take him a backup option of Northern Cyprus. And then
no Latvia at all. Visa department will not let. It has been instructed very clearly. Student can't speak in Latvia. No application. You will have to explain if this happened. If you make an application for Latvia and the person cannot speak, and somehow I get to know because my office is when Mr. Hota is personally involved before we send him the visa. So if we pick this up, it's the branch manager will come after for sure.
So that is the reason I'm not asking you to take it. We have lost 3 cases.
Take it for Poland, take it for Hungary. Yeah. That's fine. It's a Schengen country, no problem. Why Latvia? Why should we spoil our Latvian brand? We have such a good relationship with the embassy. Why should we spoil it? Just for
fine.
Any other questions?
So can I ask 2 more case studies with you?
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, Pamela has another student. She has done his class 12 with 76%. This is only. They are actually financially not very good. She got 7 bands in IELTS. She is learning Portuguese language at the moment. Her mother came to us and she said, we want to send her to Portugal where the fees is €2,000 per year. She has checked some universities also. So can you do something about it, or like, because we gave the option of Latvia also, but
She has
she's saying that
got.
I
She
want to
already had
go.
done the shortlist from university.
She said that she has seen some universities, but she hasn't told us the name. I asked. She said it must be with my daughter. She did not give me the
What?
names of those universities.
So take the
But she said
university
that
then
there
do
are
it.
universities. I don't know. There are universities which are charging
Yes,
€2,000,
there are.
and if you can take
Yeah,
it,
if you don't, so
okay.
you should do your homework. You should go and talk to the daughter, and you should talk to the daughter which university you want to apply for. Then you should go to their website, and then you should make the package, and you should give it to her, and that's it.
Yeah.
What should I? There's nothing much. You are doing it for before also. So
And she's from science background, physics, chemistry, bio background, and wants to go for business management.
okay. So what is the problem?
So
Tell me the problem. Where is the problem?
but the problem is, sir, a science student going for a management program from
No.
visa point of view in Portugal,
No, there is
that
no
will be a
problem.
problem.
Absolutely no problem.
No
In
problem.
European Union,
Okay,
there
okay,
is no
okay.
problem. There is no country where we have student problem with the science student going for management. No,
Okay, okay.
never ever have heard of this before.
All
Admission,
right.
admission. It is admission thing. Admission. If she has a science program, if she has a mathematics, yes, she can go definitely. What's the problem? There is no problem.
Okay, and so we have one more student who has done correspondence, graduation from correspondence, Shobit University, wants to go for Germany,
Look for
preferring
the
Germany.
IUBH University only.
IUBH will be okay. Okay.
I suppose IUBH is the only. It's a private university.
IUBH. I mean, he's saying that I want to go up. I want to apply for a low paid education in Germany. So I told him it's not possible. He said you check if it's possible to get admission on the basis of correspondence. Show with
You
university
charge him
certification.
65,000 rupees package, get him the admission,
Okay.
put him three three, four universities free education if they are available, and one paid one. This way you'll have more revenue rather than just 20,000 from the IUBH, and he will not get admission anyways, which I also know and you also know, and then he eventually have to go to. But then make sure that he is prepared to pay the whole amount. So you have a revenue from this side, and then you have a revenue coming from IUPH if he goes to
If
IUPH.
he goes, yeah.
Otherwise, you sell as a package for free education, and then that's it. But technically, he will never get admission.
Right. So that's it from my end. So what else?
Any other questions from Delhi? No. So which means I should move on. Thank you so much, and I'll be moving on to my Chennai now. Okay, and I would like to see who is in Chennai. We have Divya. I can't see anyone in Chennai now. So if you are there, please send a message on chat window. Uh, user login. Ishu. Okay. AISHU. Got it. Just a second. Yeah. Hi Divya. How are you? Your mic is activated. You can speak.
Hi, sir. I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good, dear. Thank you. Please tell me. How can I help you?
Um, yeah, that's what students. We have students whose English and percentage is very low. We give option for Northern Cyprus,
Okay.
so they are not opting for us as Delhi branch said. So we missed the students.
Okay.
So now we got the option.
Okay. So now there are two ways to do it. See, I give you a better way. The better way will be that if you tell a person to do a combo offer. Now the combo
Okay.
offer is that student actually apply for a Northern Cyprus for an English program. Plus
Okay.
they apply for, see what happening is try to understand the whole formula. Once you the counselor understand the formula, you will be able to enroll more students. The problem is the counselor are trying to pick up mug up the products. This is the biggest challenge
Okay.
happening up. You need to understand that formula which I'm going to use now. So imagine I have a program of English language in Northern Cyprus, right? Which cost only 2 lakh rupees for a student. A student can also work part-time during the education. During this, he will be able to cover up his cost because the students are earning 50,000 rupees easily in Northern Cyprus. Now, Northern Cyprus, there is no interview also, which means the student will get the visa as well. So,
Yes, sir.
he will get a visa for Northern Cyprus, and before we will give him 2 admission letter, one Northern Cyprus, one Schengen country. Northern Cyprus, you pick up the next available intake. In your case, you can also even take the October intake even now, if you have somewhere, or you take the January intake, and you tell them that student has to go and study the English program, and you give them the next offer also. So, example, tell me one profile. Tell me one profile where you have something like this, and I'll tell you what I'll do.
English product. One second, sir. Malati is having a case actually.
Okay. So what?
Yeah. Malati here.
Yeah. Tell me, please.
And one that student saying that it's not safest country also. That is also it's one of the points.
Okay. Malti, the first thing is that is Delhi or Chennai safe for females? Because you know because you know Chennai, because you know Delhi, you will be able to comment, right? You will be probably, but until and unless you know the product, right, you will not be able to say anything. The students say it's not safe. The question is, what is the definition of a safe? And the second thing is, how the counselor encounter these kind of questions. So number one, it's very safe country. It's not Syria, right? It's not Syria.
Yeah.
It is Northern Cyprus. So please do not get confused in Syria, Malta, and all these things. So Syria is way in Africa, right? People have a very different. India doesn't. Not many people have good geographical knowledge. So basically, if you talk about the information about the knowledge about the people are very low. So now what you do is you tell them very clearly, okay, that this Northern Cyprus is a launch pad. Okay, so if somebody who don't speak English or somebody who says that I want to go on a low cost first, make money, Northern Cyprus has to be understand properly, then you can sell it. So the first audience is who says, madam, I don't want to study, I only want to go and work. That is my objective. Okay. Second one says that I cannot speak English, I want to go abroad. For them, he is the right product. The third one says that I don't speak English, but I want to go abroad and I want to go to Schengen country. Now the third one is the maximum student you get who can't speak English. So what I will do is I will make a combo offer. Now, how do I make a combo offer? I have made this combo offer from exactly what is available. There's nothing I have designed myself. Okay. So I picked up an English program from Northern Cyprus and I picked up a main program from Schengen country and I combine them together. And I say, guys, this is a combo offer from 2 universities. There is no 2 university tie-up. But what I do, I know to go to Latvia, 50% marks is required. And my student has 60%. So I know that AIC will come for sure. No problem will happen. Right? So he will get admission to Latvia. Then why I'm not sending to Latvia? Because he don't speak English. For English, I pick up Northern Cyprus. So I get him 2 admission letter. Admission letter 1, admission letter 2. Admission letter 1 will be Northern Cyprus, which will be the immediate intake. Let's suppose say it is November now. So you will give the January intake. January intake, you give him the program saying go for the a program in there for a English language program for a semester. Pay 2 lakh rupees.
Okay.
He paid 2 lakh rupees. He went to January to Northern Cyprus. He started the program. In the month of June, he will apply his visa to Latvia. The question comes is, you will say, how can he apply the visa for Latvia? Because when he signed up with you, you gave him 2 admission letter. Letter 1, letter 2. Letter 1 was January intake for Northern Cyprus. Letter 2 was the September intake Latvia. Does the Latvian university give the letters? Yes, they do give it. Why? Because the people have academic qualification and your guys are always 60%. I'm sure all the kids you're talking about, they're above 50%, right?
Yes, sir.
So technically he'll get the admission letter. So if he has to pass a small test, I'll come on to the next level. Let's suppose he applied to Turiba University and Turiba says I have an online test. You get the online test done in your office. I'm sure you're smart enough to do how the test has to be done. So you get the test done there itself. So your kid has got the offer letter 2016 September, Turiba University, done, shot, all set. Now the university says pay the tuition fee, but we will not pay the tuition fee because we are in November right now. We will pay the tuition fee in June when we are in Northern Cyprus working and learning the English. So I will pay the tuition fee in June because I came to Northern Cyprus for my objective was to learn English. Now imagine when he get out of the airport, he can't say, ma'am, sir, please take me to the university in a local language. He has to say broken whatever English he knows, he will use that English, like as poor as possible. But he has to speak English. He can't say, in Hindi, bhaiya mujhe university or he can't say anything in Tamil also. Right? I mean, I'm counting that you don't speak Hindi. So even when I come to Chennai office, can I talk to you in Hindi? No, na? Can you talk to me in Tamil? Can you even talk a word with me in Tamil? It's your native language, but mine is not. It means that me and you both going to talk in English language. Every minute I am going to see you in my office, I'm going to talk to you in English language. Doesn't matter my English is poor or yours English is poor, we have to talk in English language, which means that our English is getting improved. Number one. Number two, we are going to English language program. We are going to a classroom 4 hours a day to learn English. By the month of June, my English is absolutely perfect to apply for the visa. Right? Now, the question is, where am I going? I'm going to Latvia. But how will I go to Latvia from Northern Cyprus? How it's going to happen? No, I have the admission letter from Malti in November itself because Malti promised me and she gave it to me. Okay. Now I have to pay the tuition fees. Okay, I am ready. And how will I pay the tuition fee? Because I have been working from January till June. I have been making money. So I'm not asking my home to give me the money. So you have 50,000 income, 6 months, you have 3 lakhs, right? Let's say 1 lakh you spend for the accommodation and everything. You still have 2 lakhs. You pay the money to the Latvian university from there, that money. Okay, admission secured, tuition fee paid. What is the next? What is the next? The next is that we will be able to lock his visa in North Cyprus itself. North Cyprus full name is Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. There are all the embassies in Turkey. So we go to Turkish embassy, Latvian embassy in Turkey, put up his file and apply the visa and go to Latvia in September intake, for September intake, in July. Now you understand my process, the whole plan?
Yes, sir.
We will try to make this in a flowchart also, because this is where you will tell them that but then for this you have to memorize it, you have to understand it, and you have to ask me n number of questions. How can he go from visa? Anybody who has a temporary resident permit of any European country, he can apply to another country from there itself. That's a law. Write this law in your right book, write in thumb rule. You go to Russia also, you go to US from Russia, you don't have to come to India because you have TRPs. In the entire European countries, doesn't matter if full European country, half European country, non-Schengen, you have TRP. Everybody have to get temporary resident permit from the particular country, which means that you can go to the third country from there also. You can apply the visa from there only. Whereas in Canada cases, you have to come back. I hope you get my point, what I'm trying to explain. Malti, did you understand what I said?
Yeah, yes, sir.
If you don't have it, you ask me 10 times, no problem. But make sure you understand, because then that's the whole point of having this conversation. So if you think there's something you're not able to pick up, you can tell me right now, and I can explain more in details. So student come to you and he wants to apply. So my concern was that rather giving him a Poland letter and getting his visa refused, okay, that is the last option. We can do it, right? We will do it because he will otherwise go to someone else. And then we will repitch him Northern Cyprus. But my concern is that if we tell people, and if we sit with them and we explain them, boss, this is the whole process, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll send you 1 semester, I'll send you to Northern Cyprus, and second semester, I'm moving you to the Latvia. Now, you can always claim that both the universities has a combo offer together. It's a tie-up between the universities. They both are independent, na? There is nobody going to stop your student. There is no stoppage. So the students can actually go at transfer programs.
Okay, sir.
It's called pathways. Malaysian pathways, Singapore pathways to Europe, to UK, to Canada. This you consider that pathway program.
Okay, sir.
Divya, anything you want to ask on this thing? Any doubts you have?
Yeah, so Malti here, I have a doubt. One student is looking for Denmark. Okay, his profile is he done a BBA with 59 percentage,
Okay.
and last intake he went New Zealand.
Okay.
Postgraduate diploma, and he just come back to India. That reason is no, he's telling in New Zealand there is no PR option. It's not easy to get PR. So that's the reason I just come back to India. Now I want to go to Denmark. He's telling. His friend is studying in Denmark. He told like Denmark is easy to get PR. So
Yes.
is it true?
It is true. It is true. In Denmark, if you stay 5 years, doesn't matter in a study visa or a whatever visa, and once you finish your education, you have a job, you can apply for the PR. You have to complete 5 years in Denmark, right? Now you have student has a BBA. Now BBA students or BCom students have a very good course. He has an IELTS of 6.0.
No, it's he having 5.5 overall 5.5.
No, I want 6.0. Can he get a 6.0? I'm sure he can, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you get me 6.0, there's a course called, write down the name, Zibad Business College. Roskilde is the campus. Roskilde is 15 minutes from Copenhagen train station. The Copenhagen is the capital city.
Okay.
Then you have a program in your search engine. You go out in the program, look for Roskilde, the Zibad Business College. There you find a program called Top Up Degree, Lateral Entry.
Okay.
The BCom and BBA students are only allowed to apply for the program called as it's a 1.5 year program. This program is basically called as lateral entry, top up programs.
Okay.
So anybody who has a 3-year bachelor degree from BCom or BBA is a right student for this program. They will be entering into the 3rd year of bachelor of the they will be third year bachelor of the Danish bachelor of international sales and marketing. Okay, the program is already in the search engine. You just have to find Zibad and you have to find the top up degree in international sales and marketing. The tuition fees is 10,000 euros. It's a 1.5 year program. The government will give you 6 months additional visa for job search. So 1.5 will become 2 years. Now 2 years equals to 24 months. In the 24 months, January to May, you have a semester. So you study 4 months, you have 3 months of full-time holidays, you study 4 months, another 5 months, you have 6 months of internship, and then you have 6 months of job seeker. So 6 job seekers, 6 internship, or 3 months of full-time work for the holidays. 15 months you can work full-time. Okay, and 9 months you have to have education. This is the structure of a specific program. We are talking about your specific student. Okay, so the Danish government gives 6 months addition to every course. So total course was 1.5, and total 15 months he had to work, and 9 months he has to study. Once he finished this course in 2 years' time, he will be able to get into the Danish master degree program because he has a 3-year bachelor degree. Getting into a master's degree in Denmark is very difficult with 3-year bachelors. Okay, so getting a Danish bachelor allow you to get into the Danish master. He go to the master program, he do 2 more years. Again, he will get 6 months more for his master program as a job seeker. So 2 years he completed before, 2 years program more, 4 years, 6 month job seeker, 4.5 years. He only have to stay in Denmark for 6 more months under the work permit before he can apply for his permanent residency. Okay, so for your student, the pathway is lateral entry program. Okay.
Okay.
In Copenhagen city, 10,000 euro per year tuition fee. The third semester, which is the internship semester, they will charge 2 lakh rupees approximately only, but they will charge. You want to know more about the program? You find it in search engine. You have problems, you talk to Mr. Arpita and she can help you out in the program. It's a very common program. We sell it a lot in India.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions you have?
So Divya, sir, I have a student actually he finished his LLM program,
Okay.
and now he's doing his practice. Actually, the question is whether after finishing his course, he need to work. So for a work, he need a license exam, or without license exam, he can work.
No, wait a second. You are saying that you have a student who has a LLM from India.
India, exactly.
So what is the question? Which country? What are you talking? I don't understand the question itself.
He need any European country for his masters in law.
Okay, so
So
as if
after
he, okay,
finished,
I got a point. So basically, he is a Indian lawyer. If he wants to go
yeah,
abroad and he wants to work for, he will do his LLM also there, master degree also there. Yes, because he is a lawyer, he has, if he would like to become an advocate and go
okay,
to the court, yes, he has to pass a conversion test. Because
okay,
that is comes in the regulatory professions, aviation, doctor, lawyer, architect, pharmacist. This is something the legal professions, right? He
yes,
has to convert his license if he want to work in the court. If he want to
okay,
work in a company, then not,
okay,
because company
okay,
hire you on the basis of your master's degree. Okay, and if you go for a corporate law, so if your student has a program, then there is the master degree in law will not be available in Turiba University, neither in. So we have Riga Graduate School of Law, but
okay,
they don't have program in January. They only have program in. No, I think they have.
September.
I think they have program in January also. If you can just check with the search engine, and if the search engine doesn't say, just go to contact the uh, Arvinder Kaur, training
Yes,
at
sir.
Indo-European, and ask her that this is. If do we have the courses starts in there also? I just met them. I'm a bit confused that she said yes or no. You know, which program? Maybe they all starts in January or they're not. I don't. I'm a bit confused. So you can talk to her, and he can actually apply for this one. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you, sir. And one more student, actually, excuse me, a student is looking for a main option is PR. So she finished his BTech in Tripoli. Any European nation she's looking for, and any course. So not
Okay.
decided. So the main option is PR option. So they are just asking the country which country is easiest for to apply a PR. Which are the country they are asking,
In
and
Sweden, they
there
all
are
Sweden, Denmark. Yeah, tell me more,
then
please.
yeah, actually there are some countries once they finish the course they need to work in the particular field where they chosen the course. So and then only they will apply for a PR. So is there any country like that
There is
option?
no country in the whole European Union which says that come study and thank you so much. Here's your PR certificate. No, there is no country like that.
Okay,
They all have to study and work, right? And the
okay,
question is that there are different ways also to get a PR. Those ways are called as entrepreneurship visas. Entrepreneurship
okay,
visas are done, like example, in Poland. So if your student goes to Latvia, see the
okay,
Latvia, when you go to going into is the main thing. Once you go into the main country, you will be able to uh, once you go to the main country, you'll be able to get to the other countries very easily. So we have
okay,
so many students who go to Latvia and then or Lithuania, studied for 1 year. Within the first year, they managed to get a work permit from Poland. Now how do they
okay,
get they manage to get a work permit from Poland? They contact us and we help them. There are
okay,
ways to get the work permit in Poland. Of course, there will be cost involved in this, right? There will
okay,
be approximately 5 to 8,000 euro cost involved in this. But then they get their own company open in Poland and they get a
okay,
Polish work permit. Once they get a work
okay,
permit, then they run their life there. Of course, they have to do something for
okay,
living, right? They have to be smart. They just can't
yes,
say, I'm going to sit at the home with a work permit in my hand. So
okay,
there is a lot of opportunities. We can help them, but only when they land in Europe. No
okay,
discussion, no talking. Right now, I will not be talking on any. Yes, I can tell you there are a lot of work permits you can get from Portugal, you can get from Spain, you can get from the other countries like Poland also.
Denmark,
Once you finish
Lithuania,
education, Denmark is, again, every country is different, so you have to understand the country. Let's don't
Okay,
do
sir.
test and try method. Try to grasp them. Try to drink them, one by one. So you understand at least one thing one time. So every country has their own dynamics. But European Union, you have 100 rules you can play with.
Okay, sir.
Once you finish education, you can open your own work permit. Imagine if somebody wants to open a company in India, they can open it. It's simple. So if a student who come to India and if you want to do some business, some foreign investments, of course they can do it. So
Okay, sir.
you have to read a lot, you have to listen a lot, and you have to grasp a lot to then talk. So I understand now. I'll be making sure that in my coming weeks I'll do a lot of seminars like this where you get a lot of these kind of informations, so you can use it in the counselings.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Thanks. I believe we have covered all the offices now. So in case if anybody have any more questions, there's a chat window here. Please write here and I'll be able to call you back. We have 21 attendees still in the room. Anybody, any questions, or otherwise I'm going to be calling it off. So if you have any questions, you can just raise your hand here. Just say, I have a question, then I make you unmute and you'll be able to talk. Right, so we don't have anyone who's have any questions. In my next Tuesday session, I'll be appreciating. My whole objective is that to help the branches, to help the people, and with the first-hand information about the courses. Okay, I have somebody. Rajesh, do we have any partner university in Georgia for engineering and hotel management courses? Okay, okay, Georgia. I have to Rajesh. Yeah. So Rajesh, we do have, we can find it, but the question is that why somebody would like to go to Georgia? I mean, it's one place where they will have no future. I can find you a course. I can find you engineering university and management. Not a big deal. It's a very small thing, but this place will be like there is nothing. There is no part-time job. There is nothing out there. But if you still say, I can do it for you. What do you say?
Yeah, actually, student friend is there in Georgia.
Okay.
He's insisting to come, the student to come there.
Okay, no problem. So let us find the course for you. I believe the Arpita has already found it up. We'll find the course for you. We'll talk to the university. We come back to give us like 2 days at least. So by Wednesday evening, we'll be able to get back to you. We'll try to find the university and try to make a tie-up with them. Right? But definitely there are a lot of courses. We can do it definitely.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so next meet, I will be expecting you to actually come up with your day-to-day problem with the students. If you're having some cases, some places where you think you're stuck up, something you don't know where to go in the head office, or something you think that okay, it's not working in the head office. I would love to know these things, here, so I can understand whether it's you who is knocking on the wrong door, or whether it's the head office where we actually have people not doing enough efforts, to solve the problem. And that's where we will. And this whole conversation has been recorded already. So all the conversation is going to be recorded, so we can hear them back to back. And also we'll try to see if we can load these conversations somewhere where you can have it for the as a case studies for the next coming months as well. So we are looking into that also. But in the next meet, I will be expecting a lot of questions from your side, and yeah. So let's just wait for the next Tuesday, and then we will do it once again, and we'll try to maintain this Tuesday session every week by week, and try to help you as much as we can. So thank you so much. Thanks a lot for listening to me, and thanks for coming for the session. See you next week. Thanks. Bye-bye.